Well, this could mean closure after nearly 70 years of wandering. There are still 7,700 soldiers missing from the Korean War, and just 55 are set to return home to the U.S. One Gilbert woman hopes her father might be with them.
And this was just weeks before his loss in '51.
Janice Curran was just 3 years old when her father, Lieutenant Charles Garrison, went off to fight in the Korean War. It seemed he had only just gotten back from World War II.
They were bitter about having to go back, so that's why they called themselves the Bitter Birds.
The fighter pilot would never return. His plane went down over present-day South Korea. While it's likely he survived the crash, attempts to find him were fruitless.
They kept circling until they were running out of fuel, and they had to leave.
He may have been spotted as a prisoner of war in North Korea. His remains have never been recovered.
My mom felt it was more important to us to accept his loss, and she just said, "Honey, he died."
Curran only has his medals, a few photos, and the letters he wrote to her mother.
The last letter he wrote was, "Tell Janice and Karen to be good little girls, and Daddy will bring them something special." I'm sorry. And just having that written down by him meant so much to both of us.
Now, the bodies of several dozen unidentified soldiers are about to be sent home.
This is our next best hope.
Curran knows the chances of her father being among these 55 sets of remains are slim.
The odds are against me, of course, but still, miracles happen all the time.
But she's holding on to hope that 67 years later, Lieutenant Garrison will come home.
I don't think I'm going to feel real closure, though, until he's in the cemetery next to my mom. I pray that happens, but I don't know.
The remains will next be sent to Hawaii for testing. Curran has already sent in her DNA samples, but the test could take a couple of months to come back. Lauren Reimer for Arizona's Family.
Pinal County